ChatGPT search is taking over. Around 40% of all new product discovery is happening through these AI language models, specifically through search queries that potential customers are searching and identifying products for. So what is the primary opportunity here? So the real opportunity is ChatGPT and these other AI language-based models are completely uprooting 25 years worth of traditional SEO. And there's this massive land grab opportunity to put your stakes down in this new era of AI search and help your company continue to show up in these search query responses that companies like OpenAI, Google, Perplexity are giving to their users who are looking for new product. So since 2020, I've scaled 2 e-commerce stores to be doing over $100,000 every single month. And I also now live in San Francisco working with AI labs and AI tools to help users get the very most out of these products. So I have a very deep understanding both of being able to sell through e-commerce stores and also understanding the opportunity that AI presents itself and be able to explain that back to hardworking e-commerce store owners like yourself. So jumping into the actual topic of AI search and why it matters. So 40% of product discovery is now happening from tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google's Gemini. What that means for you as a store owner is it needs to start becoming essentially an equivalent amount of focus that you may have on traditional SEO, but now on ChatGPT search, which is the primary medium where people are using AI to find products. How do we do that? I have a bunch of different methods, but I want to start with the most important, which is the topic of this video, which is providing research that AI models can cite. What people usually assume is the way to start ranking for these AI engines is kind of just doing the same old stuff with SEO. Like, oh, if I'm ranking well for organic dog food on Google, then I'm gonna rank well on OpenAI's ChatGPT. However, that's not always the case. The reality is the way the information is picked up by Google's traditional SEO mechanisms versus OpenAI's ChatGPT mechanisms are completely different. What is it? I want to first begin on a theoretical or high level on how OpenAI gets the information that it spits back out to users. OpenAI has these hundreds of thousands of crawlers that are going all across the internet. Whether you get no views on your website or all the views on your website, it's able to go and crawl these websites for information that it wants to train on. What does information that it wants to train on equate to? What you can think of with these models are their large pattern recognition bots. They're looking for, based on what someone is asking, what patterns does it recognize across all the data that it has that equates to or relates to the search query that you have. Knowing this now, what does it mean a store owner should do to try to optimize for this? The first and really the main point of this video is to discuss providing novel research or establishing research that already exists through your website. So I'm going to walk through a hypothetical example, and I'll go through a real example right after. Let's say you are a dog food e-commerce owner and your differentiation is selling higher quality dog food to pet owners, and the reason they would buy you over some other competitors is because you use all organics and the quality of ingredients is much higher. How do you now take that messaging or that differentiation and start to rank on AI search? So what you would do is you would go to resources like Google Scholar, other research papers, and you're going to go to the conclusions, the abstracts and the conclusions, and you can either feed this through language models to summarize and create research reports, or you can do it yourself, which I think would be an interesting kind of subject matter expertise exercise that would probably be helpful anyways. And you are going to create these blogs and post them on your website. Then you're going to go to something like storeleads.com or some other information database, and you're going to search top 100 dog companies in the US, top 100 dog companies in Mexico, and so on and so on. And each one is going to equate to a different part of your website. And what happens is these language models can then start to pick up the research you've done. And some research can be more detailed than others. You can just provide a list that aggregates major dog companies in Texas or US or India or wherever. And that is citable information that chat language models like to have because that helps them be more in the know. So providing research and providing insight allows these language models to be more human. So when they see that information, when they crawl that information, it's likely going to be indexed and shown because research generally equates to answers to questions. So a great example of this is actually a company called getclipara.com. So GetClipara is an e-commerce store. It's pretty similar to Harloop, which is what we're running, in the sense that they serve e-commerce companies. And if you go to, I use SimilarWeb, which is just a website analytics tool, what you'll actually find is GetClipara gets 90% of all of their traffic to their website from AI search, which is just absolutely insane. So we can see that AI chatbots and tools accounts for 92.18% of traffic share. So I did a deep dive on what is it that they're doing that's worked so well for them. And here's exactly that. So if I go to their website and go all the way to the bottom, I see, these how-tos, which is a great example of directly answered queries that ChatGPT will have. But then they have this thing called tools, and they have this thing called top Shopify store tools. And all they've done is, this counts as research. All they've done is aggregate top 100 beauty stores, top 100 apparel stores, and so on. And these are questions that you can then imagine when you put into ChatGPT are questions that are actually going to be answered by OpenAI with those citations. So let's say I go to like top 100 Shopify, or let's do this one. Let's do top 100 pets and animal Shopify stores. And go ahead and search it. It's probably going to pull citations from multiple places, but we may actually see that GetClipara is actually one of them. And now if I go to sources, I actually see that exact page that may not be getting tons of views or really highly ranked on Google's SEO, but it is actually showing up here in their citations, which is leading to people actually going and clicking to their site, because now when I ask a follow-up, OpenAI is more likely to cite from those same sources because I'm asking a follow-up about that data. So this is really kind of the first hack, if you will, which it's not a hack, it's a genuine way to help language models understand what you do better. And so if this is something that's interesting, or if you feel like, hey, this could definitely work, but you're wanting some help with it, or you want us to do it ourselves entirely for you, that is what Harloop offers. We're essentially creating a syndication platform that helps businesses rank for the keywords and the key search terms and the key searches that they want their business to be a part of from a language model standpoint. Feel free to click the link down below and get in contact with us, and we can schedule a follow-up for a call, and we can schedule a call for sometime this week. So would love to chat, and hopefully you learned something new today. Thanks.